Hello again, it's me again, and I'm cooking with my favourite thing again, the quinoa or quinoa, whichever way you want to talk about it. Today we're going to do meatballs. So to start off with, because to save time, I've actually started before we've come on live. We've got onions and red peppers sauteing nicely in the pan, just to make them nice and soft before we progress. Okay, so that takes about 3 or 4 minutes just to bring them down to a nice soft texture. So once we've got those into where we need them to be, last part of that equation is we're going to I put coriander in here because I am a massive pig for coriander. I love it. But the recipe calls for parsley and for garlic, but I have added coriander as well, so feel free to experiment. So for the last part of the sauteing, you put your garlic and your chopped herbs in, just to give that little bit of added warmth. And then while that's cooking, we'll put the rest of the ingredients in a large bowl. So we've got quinoa. I'm using fingers because it's easier to mix. Pop it in the bowl. If you don't like using your fingers, just get a nice big wooden spoon. Green lentils. And again, any of these ingredients are open to your interpretation. You put in what you want. Quinoa is just such a really, really healthy alternative to rice or pasta. Parmesan cheese, grated finely. I'll put this recipe on the page at the end, so that you've got the quantities for the ingredients, and some dry breadcrumbs. And add to that, to bind it together, just 1 egg white. Okay, wash my hands. And then add the onions and the herbs and the pepper mix. Oh, it smells gorgeous already. And give that a really, really good mix around. Okay. Now once it's mixed, you get your masher. And you want to give it a really good mash. What we're aiming to do is squish some of the lentils down. Really get this mixture pushed into itself. And then when you've done this, when you've got it to the texture that it needs to be, what you really should do is cover it over, pop it in the fridge and chill it for a couple of hours. But for the sake of the video and for time, today we're going to move straight on to make the meatballs and to cook them. Okay. So you can see we've got a nice texture there, some lovely colours in there. And pop some oil in the pan. And then we're just going to make them into small the meatless meatballs, as they call them. So just use your fingers, make them into a nice little round shape, about an inch and a half. Squish them all together. And pop them into the pan. And what you'll need to do is leave them for a few minutes and then keep turning them until they're nice and brown all over. Probably take about 14 to 16 minutes to cook them through completely. And then you can serve them up however you want, a nice pasta sauce or any sauce that you prefer. But yeah, a nice tomato pasta sauce would be nice with this. And of course, you've already got the cheese incorporated in the meatballs, so you've got that added flavour in there as well. And you've got all the goodness of the quinoa, which will give you masses of energy. Because of the lentils and the quinoa and the ingredients, these are actually a really, really good pre-workout food. So if you've got them in the cupboard, in the fridge, if you've pre-made them, then just grab a couple, 2 or 3 before you go for your workout, and they will help with your energy levels. And believe me, they are delicious. Add salt and pepper to taste as you prefer. And have a mess around with the ingredients and see what you can come up with. If you come up with something really fantastic, let me know and I'll try it. Right, we'll make that the last one. So just keep turning them in the pan to get them nice and brown. Don't leave them too long, they stick. And they take probably about 14 to 16 minutes to cook all the way through. Get them cooked nicely through, and then, as I say, get your pasta sauce, whichever you prefer, and you can pour that straight into the pan over them, mix it all up, and then there you've got your dish and you can serve it straight away. So until next time, we'll see you again. Bye!